Yo, welcome to the Asia Nations Cup Day 2. I'm your caster today, Hops, with another caster, our old friend Starvox.
Hey guys, back again today. Yesterday I think I left after round three and might have missed out some matches there. I don't know if they were really close or whatsoever, but I've seen the score line and it does tell a story. I'm actually kind of surprised because
It
I
was really
expected
interesting.
Singapore and Malaysia to be at the top, but clearly that wasn't the case. What can you tell me about the matches that happened, Hobbs? I assume you're here to see them.
Well, actually, I was also playing the Nations Cup. I wasn't really watching it, but from the challenge, we can see that Singapore was actually is the first seeding for this Day 2 double elimination playoffs, and coming second is Thailand. And coming third is Korea, and the fourth seedings, the last seeding, is Malaysia. They'll be competing for the best country in Asia. What do you think? Which country will win?
Well, to be honest, I don't see any country other than Singapore probably taking this. Just judging from the scoreline here, where they're already 4-0, I don't think they dropped that many rounds. And coming from the beginning, it really looked like they were going to be a very strong team. I was more surprised that Malaysia didn't do quite as well as I expected, but Thailand. The Stream A here, of course, we are big fans of Thailand. We covered like 5 games yesterday or something. So we know that they can perform very well. We know that the scouts are very strong. I'm excited to see more of Hong Kong actually, and
well, unfortunately, they didn't make it. I think they lost in a tiebreaker against, was it Malaysia, right?
I believe so, indeed.
Okay, so what am I going to say? Damn, forgot what I'm saying.
Well, right now, I mean, the first match, we can talk about the first match that we're gonna go into right now. You can see Malaysia, right? If we can just take a look at their roster, Malaysia on Team Red, and you have, I believe that is Team Singapore, yes, on Team Blue, and they've already played this matchup before, which I think Singapore won quite convincingly, but we'll see if maybe they figured out something out here. Oh my, I mean, they do have TJ on Scout, which is, he's played every single class as throughout the years, right? I remember he started out first as a roamer back in late 2012, like early 2013. And
yeah, he's really a beast player, and also goes into Oz Fortress and play a lot of matches there and win some medals.
Yeah, indeed. Like he hasn't stopped in just Asia. He's gone off to like Oz Fortress and definitely has branched out. Same with Aisho, right? A few Singaporean players, not Singaporean, a few Asian players, one Singaporean, one Malaysian, probably more. Off the top of my head, I can't remember, but they found success in other regions. So thereby proving that Asia is not a walkover. I mean, the rest of us might be, but we just need 1 or 2 players to represent. And
all right, man. On the red team, I also see a new face. Veron on Demo Man. I don't think it was on Demo Man last day. I think it was Altaria on Demo Man. Seems like we have a roster change coming from the Malaysian team.
I see some players on the Singaporean team that I didn't see yesterday as well. When I was covering some of the earlier rounds, I believe Starly was subbing in for one of the players here. I think Rui. So now we have Rui and Smiley back. So I wonder if the main roster is even stronger, or perhaps this, sometimes the sub players can really show up as well. So
we can surely say this is like a star players lineup today. We got all their main players playing. It's gonna be a great match to watch.
Yeah, we have Rui and JPD again on the scouts. The soldiers, we can have Naver and Smiley. So Smiley yesterday wasn't playing. Same for Rui. And Ryan already, he's shown that his demo man can definitely be the star of the team with the amount of damage that he brought on. I believe it was Gully Wash yesterday, and killed with that amazing serve onto the lamp, but it's still stuck in my head. Like,
yeah, being one of the oldest player in Asia Fortress, Ryan surely keeps his skills up to the level every time.
It's all the MG keeps you fresh.
I don't know. Does he play MG that much? I don't think so.
He used to.
Yeah, he used to. You used to be an MG lord yourself, right? I think you won the MGE tournament of Asia.
A little bit. I mean, MG was fun.
Yeah, man.
Not gonna deny that. But I'm washed now, so I'm just here to watch better players do it. See the 5-on-5 players right now, and most players. Why are 4 players on their team warming up as soldier? What's happening here?
You know, you have to play the goated class and then practice the 5-ping rockets.
Oh, you're right. But there's not much of a ping advantage. I'm glad that you brought that up, because yesterday, you know, Singapore versus Thailand, it was 5 ping versus 40 ping. That was, you know, it's just 6 times the amount of ping, 8 times the amount of ping, you know. Yeah, 6 to 8, and it's just impossible to land rockets, you know. It's just unfair. I think we should start playing on a Thailand server next.
And seems like players are joining the team. I think we believe we have 6 players in the servers already, not yet in the team.
Waiting on one more player here, and has he to round out the rest of the players. Yep. Okay, and I think I see Ryan in here. We should be going live soon with our games. It's gonna be exciting. I do enjoy this map quite a bit. I mean, Sunshine is a good addition. There are a lot of maps that have come and gone. I do remember Turbine playing at one point. Gravel Pit, you know. I don't know why people hate Granary. It's a fun map, but every time I vote for Granary,
it was banished from the map pools. It was never to be played again.
But it's so fun.
I don't like it too.
I love Stalemate. And Granary Last is the best for snipers. So much fun. People saying that they're too used to 40 ping. They miss everything when they get good ping. That's unfortunate. Seems like, you know, Tanny, you should be playing Scout instead. And you will never miss no matter what ping.
Harry, I'm mentioning 5 pings in Thai server is gonna be very easy for them.
Oh, 5 ping. Yeah. Maybe I should get some 5 ping matches in here as well. I'm watching all these TF2 matches, all these like high caliber matches, making me feel like playing a pug again. But I know I'm gonna hop in there and just like
hop in there, very
yeah. I'm gonna hops in there, and I'm not gonna be able to do anything like these players right now. Just watching them land on these rockets. It's great that the scene is still going strong, and I hope no one's tired of my voice just yet, because I will be here all day. You will not be able to escape. For the players here, I know that Killed probably he has a propensity to go off class, but on the side of Team Malaysia, and do any players stand out for you when it comes to maybe surprising us with a sniper pick and a spy pick here? So I love off classes.
I think definitely Rui. Rui
from
has
side of Team Singapore, yeah.
Very good aim. I think he probably would be very efficient with the sniper rifle.
So we're watching for Rui to go off class in Singapore. Anyone in Malaysia, do you think?
Malaysian. If TJ's on scout, I think he would be more on the safer side of going off class. I think Apples would be the one who would go sniper on the Malaysian team.
Yeah, does seem to make sense to me. I think TJ is it's gonna be like a core play. I probably At least if we go by accomplishments, right? I don't want to like spark up debate or what. Not that it's any debate for me, but like I think TJ is definitely like the strongest player on the team, right? Just like very accomplished, very experienced, right? Though I might be biased.
Nah, you're not biased. He's actually really strong.
He's played so much, and he's honestly seen all that the game has to offer. I don't know how many hours he has at this point. Maybe like 15K or something. He's played soldier at a very high level. He played scout at a very high level. Demo medic, like
He basically plays O class.
He does. Let's play all classes, and he's gone with the tried and true scout. He always say that he's the Benny of Asia.
Yeah, Asian Benny.
You know, we used to have a Benny in Asia, but it was spelled with a 3, with an E instead of an A, and he used to play Demo Man.
I don't know about that.
Yeah,
it's
a very long time ago. He used to go by the name of Summer. I think maybe you might know that.
Oh, Summer, I know that name.
Summer, yeah.
Oh, so
yeah, but we also knew him as
the
Benny.
previous Asian Benny.
Yeah. It's ancient knowledge. And the same summer actually hosted a barbecue before for the Asia Fortress players. This was maybe back in like 2012, so it's actually been a decade. My God, I do remember.
Maybe we should do a poll. Like, when should we host like an Asian barbecue party instead of like a LAN
another
party?
barbecue?
Asian barbecue party.
Asian barbecue party? Oh my goodness! I remember him saying it was a headache, and so many people that like don't play anymore. People like Azazel, this was Scout main, and Nasty, right? Nasty as well.
Yeah, Nasty.
I know there's Pris, there was Zach, right? So all these players who started playing maybe in like 07, 08, and then kind of trolled off in 2013 or so. So around the time when I was playing the most, I think. But you know, we never forget. They say that you die twice. Once when you leave this place, and the second time when someone forgets you. So I'm still keeping them alive. No second death yet. So ancient players. There was one more guy. I can't quite remember his name, but I remember that he walked off. He had too much to drink, and then after we were done at the barbecue, we walked out like it was like 2-3 hours after he was gone. He was supposed to go home. It was Vanguard. Yes, it was Vanguard. Okay, and then we went to look for him. So we didn't go to look for him, but we were walking past, and he was passed out at like some playground or something, just face down, face down on the floor.
Yeah, actually, the same thing happened to my college roommate. We were searching for him in the school everywhere.
Oh my goodness! It's just like, wait, I thought
it's like
he
a
went
flashback.
Home. He's not home at all.
The good news is he was safe, right? He was safe.
Yeah, he was safe. Definitely, we found him.
Okay.
His parents are really mad because he still wasn't home yet.
We're seeing some trash talk throwing into the chat. So players complaining about 20 FPS and neighbor replying with excuses. Can you guys forfeit? Oh my God. So intense. This is the first round of the Day 2 an Asian Nations Cup upper bracket semi-final.
Right,
and things are getting hot.
I mean, the rivalry
even starting. Game hasn't even started yet.
Well, you know, talk is cheap. Talk is very cheap, and I'd like to see them walk the talk. You know, you can say all you want about can you guys FF and whatnot, but you're gonna have to prove it in the game itself.
Sure, we will see just a little bit later. We'll see who takes this map. So as for the format, I think for the upper brackets semi-finals, we'll do one map. And then for the finals, we'll do a BO3. Then for the grand finals, it will be a best of 5. So this is just like yesterday. There's gonna be a one map for one map to determine who wins this match. Why it's just
Oh my.
continuously DMing. They're not seeming to start.
Well, in the meantime, we can fill it with users' knowledge.
What's your
Get
favorite
some
color?
trivia up in here. What's my favorite what?
Color. What's your
Favorite
color?
color? That's a good question. You know, it's kind of like a mix between green and blue. I like green a lot.
So it was cyan. You're implying that you like the caster on the stream V yesterday.
That is not what I'm implying. But probably like a light green, you know.
Light green.
Sometimes I feel like a blue, you know. If I do feel like a blue, it's usually like a darker blue as well. But I'm kind of basic when it comes to colors. How about you?
My favorite color is like light orange. You
Light
know,
orange.
I used to
That's
have
unique.
a fox Kigurumi. It's a onesie,
Oh.
and that color.
Ah, okay. So it's like a fox skin kind of color, like a
Yeah.
reddish orange kind of.
Yeah.
Ah, okay. That
And
makes sense.
actually, like yesterday, I think I bought a new onesie. It was a raccoon onesie on
I see.
Amazon. I'm waiting for it to be delivered.
Now, why don't you have it on right now?
I
You gotta
It
put
was
it
still
on
in
the
delivery. It's not yet shipped.
Ah, makes sense. This looks like the players might be swapping out here. They're trying to restart. In the meantime, they're just gonna be DMing. You know, at this
Yeah, man.
point, I'd just be AFK and not DMing. But these players have like 100 over frags in just the warm up phase. They sure love Team Fortress 2. Maybe we can just run down the rest of the matches that we'll have today. Some speculation for the for how the brackets will run. If we can just take a look at it right now.
Right.
Yeah. So right now, well, of course, we're waiting on Singapore versus Malaysia, but the other matchup that's gonna be happening is gonna be Korea up against Thailand. Yeah, it's Korea against Thailand, and I mean, from what I've seen, I believe Thailand has already played against Korea. Am I going crazy? Yes, they have. They have played, right?
Oh,
I have
let
a
me
short-term
check
memory.
real quick.
But to what I know, I think Thailand should be able to take that one over Korea. It'd be interesting to watch. But so it'd be Singapore versus Thailand, probably for the upper bracket finals, and then Malaysia versus Korea. Maybe I think that's gonna be a close one. Malaysia versus Korea is gonna be really interesting in the lower brackets. But I believe it's gonna be covered in stream B instead. So we'll only find out who has won afterwards.
Yeah, man. So for confirmation, yes, actually, Thailand did win against Korea in round 3 of the day 1 Swiss tournament. So the map was clear cut. So
King of the Hill?
insider info, it was on clear cut and it was a 3-2-1.
Yeah. Okay, I
score.
remember now. Yeah.
So insider info, I think they're gonna place process on their day 2 double elimination round 1. So a different format may allow for different opportunities. Maybe one team is better on cough. Maybe one team is better on capture points. We never know.
I mean, we've seen the Thai team, and definitely the DM shines so bright that I think Koff will be a good pick for them. But it's gonna be interesting, right? Because we only had a best of 1 yesterday in this Swiss round format, and we got to see each team's like stronger maps and like stronger map types and whatnot. But now you're gonna have to be consistent through all those maps, so you can't just play King of the Hill. You're gonna have to play a little bit of Gully Watch, maybe a little bit of Snake Water. Granary, if only it was in the map pool, you know, that's the best one. Gravel Pit.
Gravel Pit. Oh no.
I miss Gravel Pit. Where's the engineer? Back in my day, you would roll out the B cap and then you'd suicide to give your engineer a medal.
Speaking of Gravel Pit, I always like to do a strange A hold. I think people usually just discard A and go all defense, set up all the defense on the B point, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I usually like to go the other way around because people don't expect it.
What, the little hiding spot as a scout?
Yeah, also.
A point.
I used to play spy though, so I hide there as spy.
Yeah, it can delay
times.
them. Like a little cheeky delay, maybe a minute or two before you eventually have to defend B. Good old times, but they're gone are the days of gravel pit and well and freight. We are now sunshine process, gully wash gaming, and a little bit of snake water. These players are not gonna ready up. I'm gonna substitute and then give them a quick 0 to 5. And actually, TJ is flaming his own teammates. He's saying that
apparently Hezzy is having some technical difficulties on his PC, so they're trying to get their sub player Dokla into the game, but apparently he's not replying on Discord.
Yeah, and his Discord status is so cringe. This is a quote, this is not from me. It's not a personal opinion. Wonder what his Discord status is. Does anyone have Dokla on Discord? Why is it cringe? It's got me very curious now. But I guess I'll have to find out after this match. And
speaking of players not replying to the message, actually for Taiwanese team, that for the first round in day one, we also have our main player not replying 10 minutes into where we're supposed to start, and we're already getting our sub players in, and then he finally just came.
Oh,
he was like,
goodness.
"Oh, I just came. I didn't know the server's here."
Leave it to Asian teams and not being able to start on time. It's
an Asian tradition.
It is.
Dude, we're actually in the worst timeline. TJ saying in the chat.
Punctuality is a myth. But the production team, on the other hand, the casters in the production team, we're here always on time. You know, we definitely didn't bump the time back 4 minutes earlier. That definitely
no one's with there. No one see anything. It was fine.
And then I heard a little voice in my head there, and I didn't quite catch it. So if the ghost of Halloween could just I see.
Can we make it like so it goes like 1 minute and it counts down and just go back to 1 minute and it go like an infinite loop? Yeah. Oh yeah, it counts back up. What a genius idea.
The infinite loop. Oh my goodness. Yeah, maybe
there's an air headshot from Rui.
Are we casting the soap DM now?
I guess there's nothing else to do right now. I was kind of bored here.
Oh my goodness.
That's not.
Casting the soap DM.
Okay, you see TJ holding the bell tower being contested. Get air shot by Smiley.
No. It's okay. He's respawned doing the double rocket jump here. He misses his rocket on the spy here. Very unfortunate. Just dies uselessly.
See the red team scout trying to take height aggressively gets taken out by killed. Also denying a soldier. Smiley taking out TJ on the bell tower.
And you can see he's practicing his off-classing already on that sniper. Trying to get some headshots here. Oh no, he misses. What a scrub, really. I mean, Team Singapore more like Team Scrubberpore. I'm not seeing any of these headshots here. He whiffs 3 times in a row. I mean, pathetic effort, honestly.
He hits a standing still soldier. Nice pick. Very good add to the team. He's been jumped. Finally dies to Alt FS.
I love SoDM. This HUD so lifeless. Who said that?
This is the best HUD we got, alright?
This is
very good HUD.
This is the only HUD. I'm just waiting for Dokla. Is that Dokla?
This is the one and best HUD.
It's happening. Waiting for Dit. So he's finally gone in, so I am safely assuming that Mr. Savev Div 3 winner is Dokla.
TJ announced that he will be playing solely in the chat.
He'll be playing solely instead. Ooh, Altera with the MG right there. Just watching these players in Soap DM letting all these air shots. I hope we'll get some sick air shots in the game itself. I want to get all those highlight clips. We get a montage going, you know. We gotta prepare our reactions for the air shots because it's gonna be in the frag movie as well, and they're gonna put the voices and then it's gonna drown out slowly. It's like, oh my god, what was that?
You know what? We can always add the oh my god,
Post-production?
holy shit in post.
Yeah,
we can record for
post-production,
them.
you're right.
Yeah, we should do that.
Yeah, put me in there. Yeah, we're esports. We're gonna we have to take different takes, you know. The first one, it's like nah, my oh my god fell a little flat. And we're gonna run it again. Try different reverb settings.
Yeah, let's go hear some player comms.
What are the players saying right now while waiting?
Actually, I don't think I have permission to join their player comms right now. Oh, they're starting? I got insider info from our only head admin, Deadstar, that they're starting soon.
Oh, finally we're gonna see a match. It is 33 minutes into our start time, but it's never too late to begin.
Yeah. we don't talk about those delays, right?
Yeah.
Especially when I'm here. Starbucks knows about the story, right? Do you?
The story?
Yeah, it was a big meme that I delayed Asia Fortress for months.
Wait, recount the story for me while we still have time. This is perfect.
Well, my side of the story is we have mutual agreements with the other team in playoffs, so we kept delaying like week by week. But then there was another team that was waiting in, I think, the lower bracket finals. So they actually have some players that has to go abroad. So yeah, we kind of delayed so long that they might not be able to play.
Oh no! So was it like an early match, like a round one match or something that wasn't decided yet during the round robins?
Yeah.
Ah, okay. So what happened then? Oh wait.
Oh,
I'm gonna have
I
to
think we're
interrupt
starting.
myself.
We're
I think
starting.
we are indeed starting here. I'm gonna
We'll
be
get
watching
back
the
to that
developments.
story.
Yeah, we will get back to it afterwards, and I'm actually following Ryan here, but not sure where the cast is following. But we're gonna see Ryan rolling out pretty quickly, gets his
Ryan
serve, and around
gets to mid
time.
before the other demos, being fast.
He does, but
by
he eats a
TJ.
rocket.
Oh my god!
And TJ just pounds him. Ryan not being able to get any damage out, but both soldiers are down on the side of Team Malaysia, so it looks like it's gonna be inconsequential here. JPD trying to force them out already, and this is quite a TJ announcing in chat that he won. Yes, he definitely won. Won the battle, but will he be winning the war here? But gonna Team Malaysia back out really quickly here and just save their players.
Looking right here, Soldier might be caught here. Oh, he got saved. He was alive here, getting an arrow, and blue team lost a soldier.
And now both blue teams have lost their soldiers, so it's been a reversal of what just happened, and Team Malaysia is not gonna wait. They're gonna push in on this advantage while waiting for the scout to spawn. Demo caught on the left side here. He's gonna back out. He's gonna be safe, and it looks like they already have Uber and they're just gonna use it. They're gonna save their players. No, unfortunately Team Malaysia drops the demo man, but the scouts may be able to pick up the Ryan instead. Yes, they do in exchange, so now it's gonna be a fair fight here. 4v4 while waiting for their players to roll back in, and now it's a 5v4, and JPD just soloed Malaysia's medic without any of the players being able to kill him. It's like 4 of them on him, and JPD with that movement. MG pays off.
Well, Ruiz demonstrating his ability to deny soldiers and protect his medic really well. Not flinching a bit when the soldier jumped their med.
The Singapore showing Malaysia how it's done. That's how you defend your medic, you know. And now they're gonna be getting players on the second point. Try and get a little bit of that cap time, just forcing apples out of there. But no, they're just gonna force this out anyway. They know that Singapore doesn't have Uber yet, so they're not afraid. They're gonna fight, but Altera going down quickly. Apples and JPD and Veron picks up Smiley and 3 players. Now it's this so back and forth. They're not being able to cap the second point, but killed far out already. He's gonna be escaping here. and there's no way that Malaysia's gonna be able to catch up, and it looks like they're gonna let them, but here comes the solo scout Uber. This is so aggressive, this play. Will you be able to get anyone? Yes! Oh my goodness. Oh, and there's an easy pop-up and an air shot for Naver.
And Field gets out. Oh no, he got caught.
I like that scout Uber a lot. They did have 40% advantage, so they just went straight in, no fear, but the Ubers are equalized. Now, when their players are gonna come up, we're gonna see who's able to grab some space first. Oh, it looks like Malaysia's not gonna be able to push out last in time, so Singapore does get the second cap, and they're gonna be playing even Uber advantage for last here, and they're gonna be holding on the left side. We'll see if the sentry can get up in time. They're building Ubers both sides. Not really seeing any off classes here, so they are playing quite safely. Just gonna be building that Uber. I would love to see like a Spiral Sniper later into the map, but I don't think anyone's gonna be quite that brave just yet.
Yeah, they will surely build their Uber before advancing, not risking any bit since this is the playoffs of the upper bracket.
I see the sentry placement there. It's extremely nice. I like that spot a lot. You cover it from 2 spam spots almost. The soldier has to overextend so much to try and hit that sentry. So we're gonna have to see an Uber focusing the sentry down. We'll see how much they can juggle them. It's looking like a very strong defense already. Just trying to get some trade going on the right side here. Demoman sticking out. The scouts
soldier jumping in. Doesn't get anything because of the sentry deny.
Oh, they'd actually lose 3 players off of that, and they're definitely gonna have to back out. I think they're desperately trying to look for a force there, but they're now gonna have to give up the point. Surely they can't hold second here. They've really swapped off of engineer. That sentry's gonna be useless.
Singapore decided to advance a bit. They're not backing out.
I believe they're gonna solo scout Uber here, maybe save that demo man, and no, Naver picks up a terror on the flank, and all their players are back up, so Malaysia was a bit too slow on the trigger there. The sentry's already gone now, and that's perfect play coming from the side team. Singapore, they're gonna pick up all these players here. The Uber on the point is used. See, oh no, the heavy does not get flash, so it's down immediately. Uber looking like it's going to the side of Singapore now, and the 4 players down on them. Will Apples be able to do anything with Farn here? No, and Singapore just cleans them all up. I think that was a bit unfortunate that Malaysia couldn't really get a footing pushing out of last, and Singapore brave to stay on the point, stay on the second point there, and not give up any space, allowing them to win that.
Surely, the heavy drop on that last is very determines the outcome of that last hold.
Certainly they did, and now we're at the mid fight. We don't see TJ jumping immediately on Ryan, so we're gonna see a more traditional mid fight here. JPD getting 2 big frags, 3 big frags. He's going for the frag movie. Naver cleaning up after him, but it's still Dokla still alive to manage to pick up one kill there to try and keep the Ubers equal. So they'll be able to hold at least last. I'm not sure about second. Depends on the respawn timers here. No, they do have their traps up, pushing up quickly, and no, they will have to hold last. But Dokla may be saving his team there with that mad pick at the end. So even Uber is here, we're not really seeing much of an advantage for either team, and with the space that Team Singapore has right now, they're just gonna have to wait. Malaysia's just gonna have to wait for Singapore to push in. We'll see if they jump the gun early this time, if they manage to get... Maybe that was actually a 300 IQ play to try and bait them to push out a little bit and just solo Uber the scout into them, but they ended up not having to Uber, because what happened was that Dokla immediately swapped off the engineer and the sentry was gone, so they didn't have to deal with it.
Well, we're now seeing 2 soldiers and blue team entering. He got the NG. No. It's gonna be very good for the Singapore to get... they get the demo as well. Red team pops the Uber. This is very good for Singapore. If they waited for spawners and played this correctly,
They
they
do,
might be
yeah.
winning another point. TJ looking to bomb from lower, doesn't seem to be able to bomb there. TJ
And here we go,
actually bumps
huge
in,
bomb.
high bomb.
It's trying
Can
to
he
go
get
for
the
it,
med?
doesn't
He
get
cannot
it.
get the med.
That was a very nice bomb, but he didn't manage to do anything, and they had to force something there. TJ did the only thing he could do, but I don't think there's any way they're gonna hold this Uber here. One player down, and full
Ubers
Uber
is
this.
used in from the blue team. Sentry is taken out. That was being focused a bit. They're in a bad position. Their med is not on any side, but blue team with the Uber ad can capture last.
And 10 points each for the players here. Team Singapore kill JPD Smiley. It's very nice to look at. And,
Equally balanced as all things should be.
Indeed, and that was a very clean round from Team Singapore. We're seeing them throw 3 players into last both times to just try and force a reaction from Malaysia, and each time getting either the Uber out or forcing the engineer to swap off, and it's just all these mind games to be able to re-push in afterwards. And enough of me talking about the last game, because we are now back at the mid-fight again. And again, it's being played quite slowly here, but a huge bomb coming in from Smiley, getting in behind a combo the medic's already dead and not being able to recover any health, and each of the players just dropping one by one like flies. TJ and Dokla managed to get out, but they will not be
They
able to hold
managed
this
to get the med again, saving his team.
They did, you're right, I didn't even catch that.
But now they're in bigger trouble as there was stop behind and cannot get out, and they were cleaned up. This might be really bad for the red team.
And the forward spawn, I don't think any of them was expecting that the forward spawn to clean them up. And now, if it was possible to hold second before, it's now no longer possible because of the players that they've lost, not being able to just contest that anymore. And again, it's gonna look like a last hold here, and Team Singapore not waiting at all. They're just gonna force their way in, and they do manage to get the med. Smiley definitely smiling at that. And Team Malaysia tries to clap back.
Singapore just gonna push in?
I think they're just gonna push in raw without any Uber. It's gonna be
no, they decided it was better to play the Uber ad. There's no point in risking here since they already have 2 points advantage. They don't really have to use right there.
As well. The full Uber ad right now, we've seen their pushes already, even without Uber. With Uber here, I believe it's gonna be guaranteed victory. Dalkala gets picked off very early before the Uber even goes off.
They're trying to make some miracle play to save the team. Now we can see Singapore using the Uber into last. They're chasing something in lobby, and they were kind of separated. Kind of bad for Singapore right now. Oh, players dropping there. Oh my god.
But it looks like Malaysia may actually be able to hold this if he can land his pipes run.
No.
Oh, it's on him. And quite a difficult situation for him to be in there, but it was looking good for a moment. And Dokla even managed to come up and try and help his team out, but the Uber ad was just too much for them to deal with. And now we're back to another mid-fight. We'll see how this plays out.
Yeah, that's why you play the Uber ad. Even if there are small mistakes, there's still a high chance that you win the last.
You're right. This is the insurance of Uber. The whole...
The med is so low here. Barn getting jumped. Is he gonna die? He died. He got killed by the demo from Singapore.
They're gonna be sacking for the mat here, trying to get him. Dokla is on him, 5 health, and no, they do not manage to get the medic this time. TJ had a very nice direct rocket, but just too many players body blocking for kill there, and Dokla does not manage to pick up kill. So this is a situation that they managed to save themselves from the last 2 rounds when it's not looking like it this time with full Uber ad on the side of Team Singapore. I'm not sure how Malaysia's gonna hold this. Can they force something at stack?
Teacher jumping in, trying to force. Altaria again denied. They can't seem to get the force on the medic.
And they can't stay here.
Back out. Yeah, they need to back out right now. Still having that 50% at Singapore, looking to pushing to lobby. So far they haven't failed a single full ad Uber push, as all good teams should be. They're right in on the point. They use Uber onto the medic, gets the medic,
goes down.
and destroys the
goes
demo.
down. Oh.
JPD looking to kill Dokla, and we really need the focus fire on the heavy right now. Heavy gets taken down. Ryan putting traps maybe.
Uber has faded. TJ is up. He's gonna try and support his scout here, and it's just a demo on point. And actually, all their players are back up, and it looks like they will be able to hold this. I don't know how they managed to do it. That was a full Uber. Team Malaysia got the worst case possible, which was having their whole team wiped, and then just getting pushed into the last of full Uber this ad, but just no focus fire on the heavy there, and
yeah, heavy when living for too long, and I think there was a slight miscommunication there. Ryan putting traps on the point, but their scout, I think it was Rui, that was fighting two people at once and got picked off, and there was no one capping the point.
Indeed, and Malaysia might want to push out here with a slight Uber at about 40%. They may be able to get this second back for once.
Neighbor hiding at shutter, maybe picks off something. No, they trade blows, but jumps away safely.
The Uber ad is shrinking, and it's down to 20% now, 15%, 10%. Even if they push in now, they would. Singapore will be able to kite long enough for the Uber ad to be gone, and it is completely gone now. It looks like they will be holding last. And what was that?
Dokla joined spec. Is that allowed?
I think he may have accidentally hit a spec bind.
Okay.
Will Singapore push in on that? No, it doesn't seem like it, but in any case, it's a little mistake there. That's why you unbind your spec bind when you're playing in a match. A lot of heavy spam going down on the right side here.
Jumping in, doing so much damage to... Oh, he didn't get anything.
But not gonna be any follow-up, and the players will be able to heal up on the side of the Malaysia team Red here. Will they push out on this? That's the real question. Will they take that one player ad, or are they just gonna play it safe until they get a more concrete ad?
Yeah, as the map timer takes 15 minutes right now, there's half game gone. You really have to make something to overcome this 3 points that Singapore already have.
The onus is on Team Malaysia to make a move here. Singapore can't just park the bus, but I've seen how they play before, and they always play very aggressively. You can see they're posturing for any kind of pick here to be able to push in. They're not gonna wait. They want that 5-0 score, and that's solo scout Uber straight into last. Forcing the Uber out, but they drop a player, Dokla, and they just pick up 2 players. All players still alive on the side of Team Singapore, and Team Singapore back out. TJ trades with Neighbor, and Altera picks up Ryan, so this might help their last hold here, but it's just a demo man, and it all gets jumped. It's not going to be able to hold anything at all. I
almost thought that would go bad for the Singapore team, because their medic almost dropped Rui. He didn't follow onto Rui when he just walks in. And apparently, the blue team, the Singapore team, didn't die. No one dies during that push, but on the red team, on the Malaysian team, there was 2 players that got picked off. It was really unfortunate. TJ doing a high bomb very early, get some damage done, didn't kill anything. Altaria coming in, cannot kill the medic, but able to get the demo man.
This is a 4v5 here, but no soldiers inside of Malaysia, so it's kind of scary to play without them. You don't have your front line to kind of set the stage for the scouts to come in, so all they can do is back out here, just holding plus back, and huge bomb demo of Malaysia almost gets caught up already. Cratering after eating a pipe to the face there.
Immediately, Malaysian tried to retake second point, forcing Singapore out of choke.
And TJ with a nice bomb there manages to get Smiley, so they've recovered. They do have a slight Uber ad, but it's not going to be used too much. In fact, TJ another huge bomb to Ryan.
Huge bomb.
But it seems like the rest of the players are a bit slow to follow up, but Veronas does manage to finally finish off JPED. The scouts here just duking it out on the second point, holding back. Again, this looks like the same situation that they were in 2 minutes ago, but except they have Uber, so they're not afraid just stand near the point
Oh,
here.
Smiley bombing from behind.
There's a huge
Forces
bomb.
the
Oh
mid.
my goodness.
But Baron got dropped by their medic.
Oh no. Would they
Might
be
be a
able to hold
chaos
it?
fight. The Malaysian, knowing they don't have the height advantage, they back out into last. Otara trying to jump again, got finished off.
And Singapore once again showing that in the Evo Uber fight, they do have their advantage. They're just playing it a lot cleaner, I think, and just an unfortunate drop from the side of Team Malaysia's medic Farn here. I think
Yeah.
he wasn't quite ready to Uber there, but the direct rocket from Smiley just forced him to. Health drop to 50, immediately had to. I don't think they were quite ready to Uber in that position from what I was seeing. That's the superior Uber
They're
coming from
peeking
Team
in
Singapore.
for some info. There's some aggression coming from Singapore.
Oh! And Ava goes down to the sentry, and oh, look at this little skip bomb here from TJ, and they trade 2 for 2.
We can see both team soldiers now is in the graveyard.
Yep. And Team Singapore soldiers will come up sooner, but of course their spawns are a little bit further, so it's going to be equalized by the time Team Malaysia's soldiers respawn. So we're back to a stalemate again, but Malaysia on the brink of defeat here, down 0-4. See if they can get anything done here. I would like to see more aggression coming from them if possible, because if anything, the passive play has not worked.
Here. Oh, gets found. He got found.
Oh
no. That was very unfortunate. I think JPD went with him.
And TJ's actually going under.
Oh yeah.
Trying to put a medic there.
He was finished off. So I think JPD was with Smiley when he cloaked in and attracts some gunfire and unfortunately reveals the position of the spy. Very unfortunate.
He got griefed by his teammate. Just trading out more
damage coming from Ryan. He almost killed the soldier.
Oh, and TJ just with the spam just managed to pick up Smiley. So I'm seeing a lot of these one-player picks, especially coming from TJ. Just the soldiers trading, but unfortunately they're not really pushing on this one-player ad. I know it's very risky to do that, especially with even Uber. You push out a Uber, they hold stalemate, and you go back to last anyway. But it does seem like their only chance. They're gonna have to catch them off guard, because as it stands right now, if they don't push in on a one-player ad, all that's gonna happen is that Singapore is just gonna fall back a little bit, sit on their Uber, and then they're not gonna be able to push out last. So speaking of that, TJ has indeed gone sniper, but it's a bit too late. Oh, he does also pick up the demo during the Uber. That's incredible. But
you see both teams trading the Ubers. Singapore team backs out for a bit, hopefully not die. Oh no, JPD got caught off in the lower part of the lobby.
They were actually behind Farn here. He's trying to kill the medic here. Oh, he does manage to surf out. Oh my
being
goodness,
trapped in the lobby.
Anyway,
there's a chaos fight happening here.
He'll
manage to survive. Now they're backcapping here. Brilliant managed to get the cap due to the sentry still being up.
Yeah, and this time, the Team Malaysia, they have learned that not to destroy the sentry too early in case Singapore is pulling a fast one and trying to re-push afterwards. And it may have just saved them there, but very unfortunate Farm to get caught out like that while Team Malaysia was pushing out. They were with the clever flank there. And what's it, Smiley?
Now Kid has 70% Uber charge ad. They might push in right now. There's only 1 minute left in the round timer. They are pushing in with
Looks like they're not waiting. They do have to focus the sentry down first.
The sentry's dead.
Just that.
Then was cut off, killed.
Where all the players, Team Malaysia, just getting focused down really quickly here, and they're not being able to hold this point. And it is a 5-0 to the side of Singapore. Very dominating performance, and it could have gone even faster if they wanted to, I think, but they're just playing it safe, playing it cool, not dropping a single round to Malaysia, and definitely looking like our grand finals candidate. Not gonna say who's gonna win just yet, though it probably will be Singapore, I think. So definitely, I think they will be securing themselves. Let's see in the grand finals from the looks of it. But we're gonna pull up our logs here. Take a look at the damage coming out, and TJ, despite playing on the losing team, the scoreline showing that it's 5-0. My goodness, he just out damaged every single player in the game, not just on his team. Once again,
He really does show that he's a well-seasoned player.
He's single-handedly just doing so much damage, but with all those bombs out there. Of course, damage doesn't tell the full story, but I mean, it's just every single time. I don't know what to say. But so the players on the side of, I want to talk about Team Singapore. The scouts doing quite well, both with 22 frags and 8 deaths, right? Over 300 DPM coming from Base Lord, which is of course Rui. Only Rui would have a name like that. Just the score, not really very surprising here, I think, judging from the way that the game was played out. A lot of the mid fights were going into the favor of Team Singapore. We couldn't really see like a back and forth there. It was always like someone getting picked off very early, and then it's just a force straight all the way to last.
Yeah, but Malaysian actually managed to kill the med every single time. Not actually every single time. Most of the time, if they lose the mid fights, actually for all mid fights, I think, and all the mid fights out of 5, I think they killed the medic 3 times, 3 of the times. Yeah, that really does help with last hold. Do not go like one way to the Singapore team. But yeah, but we also did see Singapore failing one of the full ad push, which is kind of unfortunate.
But every other Uber push, however, was really successful, and it goes to show with the 5-0 score. And speaking of their medics and Ubers, look at the medics stats now, and you can see 10 Ubers to 6. It's got the graphics back on for a moment. There we go. The score does seem to be flipped again. I think this is don't worry about it. But so we can see on the side of Team Singapore, we have killed with the 10 Ubers and more heals as well. I mean, his players were out for most of the time, so of course there will be more heals. So the heal spread there, a lot of heals going to his soldier actually, and not so much to his scout, with Apples on Team Malaysia just picking up majority of the heals, followed by TJ. I'm surprised to see so many heals going to soldiers in this day and age, but this does seem like a very soldier-centric map, right? With a lot of both midpoint and second point allowing huge bombs. So you're gonna do one big circle, round back to your medic, and then they heal you back to full, and then you try again.
Exactly.
Spam exchange.
So yeah, the soldier heals actually did contribute to the bombs being very successful for Singapore. But coming from the damage viewpoint, we didn't see a huge damage diff from both teams. So there's only a 3,000 damage diff for actually it's a 20 minutes, so it might be bigger than I thought. But we do actually see blue having a great focus fire, killing way more than the red team, killing way more than the Singapore, killing way more than the Malaysian team.
It did look like a soap DM. Alright, and that was our first match. First match as well. Could you just let us know what's heading up next, Mr. Hobbs?
I think we're gonna cast Thailand vs Korea, and the winner of this match would be fighting Singapore in the upper bracket semifinals, and the loser of this match will be going into the losers round 1, which is the lower bracket round 1.
And with that, we will return to that match that Hobbs has just been speaking about right after this break. Please stay tuned. We'll have more matches, and I think that one's going to be a really close one.